Hey everyone, welcome back to another Differences 2 video. Got some good shit today. What one intro. Got some good news today. So Neil's obviously been releasing updates recently. I'm gonna basically go through these very quickly. I'm not gonna put the first two on here because I don't think it's necessary, but for those who are unaware, I'll try and leave the links to each individual patch note. But the final one that's the main point of the video we will talk about. So there's been a couple mini updates. Now I'm not gonna go crazy about this. Basically, I'm just going to paraphrase a lot of it. So the higher tier zombies in level 25 plus zones have now been buffed, but they've also now dropped more experience. They give you 50% plus experience. They have 50% plus HP and plus 35% damage. Basically, he's just buffed the higher level zombies, which is really good because they were actually genuinely too easy, in my opinion. And the extra experience is really worth it, in my opinion. Like, it's really useful. So that's a really good change. I'm actually really happy with it. The Tendril, the Bloody Tendril's received a nerf. I have obviously not fought the Bloody Tendril, don't really plan on it. The main thing that kind of upset me is that DF1 reward cosmetics have now been added to the shop, which means that you can, anyone who's got credits or, you know, who's willing to get some credits, you know, you can now buy all the DF1 reward cosmetics. For those who are unaware, basically, Different Tier 1, if you hit certain milestones in the game, you were able to basically link your accounts between Different Tier 2 and Different Tier 1, and they would then give you cosmetics depending on what milestones you reach. For example, we won Clan Top Survivor in my clan, and that gave us dusk items, of course, because Clan Dusk and all that, and because I had that, I was able to get the dusk cosmetics, which are really cool. But unfortunately, you know, now everyone can get access to them. It doesn't, to me, the reason it bothers me is because it doesn't feel so special anymore, because it's like, oh, you know, I probably worked for this, but now, you know, people can look at it and be like, well, did he actually work for the dusk or what? But, you know, at least I know I work for the dusk, and that's all that matters. But it's a good move, a good business move on his part, because the cosmetics are honestly better. I've always said that the DF1 reward cosmetics are better than the actual cosmetics that he offered. So I completely, you know, understand the move, and if it helps him support the game and gives him a bit more income, I don't really mind it. I've bought a few already. The Dusk Enforcer, for example. I bought the what else did I buy? Some of the Vengeance gear. I bought the rest of the Nomad set. I bought a few of them. Like I had about 2,100 credits or something like that left over. Now I've got probably, what was it, about 1,000 left. So he's made me spend money on it, which I don't really mind. I haven't actually spent a cent yet. I still haven't spent a cent on Different 2. I don't know if I will get to that. Hopefully he'll release more cosmetics, because that will definitely interest me then. But that's the change. I don't really mind it. I think if it, as I say, if it gets him more income, I can't really complain. I'm going to go just straight to the main update that we want to talk about now. So there was an update released about a couple hours ago. It's called the Loot and PvP update. I'm still not 100% what this means. The first patch note, but I'll try my best to understand it. So loot has been improved, so you are now guaranteed to get much better stat rolls in higher level zones. Superiors will now give you minimum stat rolls of level 20, rares of level 15, and elites level 10. I don't know exactly what the level part means. I don't know really what that means, whether it means that you're going to get percentage stats that are a minimum of that amount. I'm not honestly that sure. I really don't know. I think someone's going to have to clarify, because I'm a bit stupid in that regard, but either way, I think that basically means that loots are going to be a little bit better. The chance of finding superiors, rares, and elites from normal loot spots has now been increased by 50%, which is definitely useful, because as a melee player, the only real way to get proper, decent loot from enemies and all that, from looting in general, is mainly just from bosses, which is not really easy, because bosses on melee it's punishing. It's really punishing. So that makes it kind of tough to actually get those things for a looter character. It's kind of counterproductive, unfortunately. But that definitely helps out for those who don't really want to fight bosses and just want to loot. The PvP rank system has been reworked. The PvP rank system has been reworked slightly now. It basically works like any other sort of system, ELO sort of thing. So basically, there's now 5 ranks, and to level up, it's a little bit more simple now. So basically, when you kill, there's like an individual rank. That is essentially the score. So when you hit, I believe when you hit, yeah, you must reach a score of 10, it says. When you hit the 10 on that score, it works the same way as it was before, but I believe whenever you hit that score, then it levels your PvP rank up, which is pretty cool. I don't know what the plan is with PvP. I don't think it's worth it right now. It would be, like, maybe if you kill opponents, you get experience. Maybe. I guess that could work. I don't really know. I don't really know what his sort of reasoning for messing with PvP so much is right now. I mean, I'm personally a person who just prefers PvE. I don't like the whole PvP side of things when it comes to games like this. So it doesn't really appeal to me very much, but it's still interesting to see that he's been doing these things. Now, the main thing that I'm making this video about is the final note that he made on here. He put a coming soon note all in bold. I'm going to just read it as exactly as it's written. I'm now working on outpost attacks. This is a larger and more complex update, which will probably take me at least a week to complete, so please don't be surprised if you don't see more updates for a while. Don't worry, it'll be all the worth the wait. That is something I did not expect to read today. Now, I actually made I was saying on my live stream about a couple hours ago what my main priority of things I'd like to see in this game are. So I put like I basically just got my hand with fingers and everything like that, and I just basically ranked them all to what I would prefer. So my main thing that I wanted changed about Differented 2 was the prestige system. That was number one. I've gone into it many times. I'm going to just very briefly go over it. I just feel it's a very counterproductive system in a game like this. You level up really quickly to then be, and then you hit level 20. You have to go through the whole last 10 levels, which is an absolute grind because I'm still doing it. And then you prestige, and you're back at level 1 with 1 extra skill point permanently. And it's like that again and again and again. And I feel it's just it's a counterproductive way of doing it. That's my view on the prestige system in Differented 2. That's why I don't like it, personally. That's why I really don't like it. If it was, I'm not saying you should remove it completely. I just think there should be more of an incentive to putting so much time into the game, rather than basically just being set back to level 1. It's just not as fun, in my opinion. Number 2 was clan systems. I want a clan system in the game. We don't have to have competitions yet. It would just be nice to have the ability to set up a clan, and yeah, I don't really have to explain this one. It'd just be nice to have a clan system. It would really help organise things. And to actually add on to that, a party system I've been talking about as well, that would basically allow you and a friend to play in MMO mode. I don't know how I said that so well. MMO mode. It'd be really cool if you could play with a friend, because then it would feel more like an MMO, you know, because you're going around, and if you're in a lobby, there's no other people around other than you and the friend you've got in the game, and it just doesn't feel it doesn't feel as good as MMO mode, which is why I always like playing that mode, because it's just simple, and it does feel like you're actually running into other people, other survivors and stuff. It's cool for role playing. It's just cool. And I'd really like to see that changed. Added, a party system, and also shared experience would be pretty cool. I'm sure there's some exploits that you could get out of that, so you'd have to work those out, but I do like the idea of a party system. And then my third thing I wanted was outpost attacks. I will go into that in a minute. And then my fourth thing was inventory system change, which basically I just mean like the grid system like in Differented 1, just improvements really. Those are the main things I really want in the game. But outpost attacks, I remember speaking with Neil when the game first released, and I think I asked, as you know, it was I asked him, like, before the game released, I was talking to him, I was like, what would the first content update that you'd like to do be? And he said that he would really like to do the outpost attacks. And I personally mentioned to him that I would like to see clan systems as well implemented as soon as possible, really. And he said that the clan systems are also a high priority that he'd like to get done. So I would not be surprised if after outpost attacks, clan systems is next goal. I'm hoping the prestige system gets a bit of attention. I don't mind prestiging again. It's just the main thing that bothers me is the level 20 to 30, because that is a really big grind. You go from getting to 30,000 experience to actually level up to level 20, to when you're level 29 to want to level to level 30, you have to have 100,000 experience, if I'm not wrong. That is insane. It's just a bit much, and it would make more sense in a game where you don't get reset. But either way, it's not a massive issue right now. To me it is, but not to other people, so whatever. But the outpost attacks is a really big deal, and I'm really glad to see that this is a thing. And I think I spoke to Neil about how it would work. I can't remember exactly, but I remember hearing that he would like it so you could go on the rooftops and stuff like that. Like, I don't want it to be an instance-based thing where you're just stuck in the Dalbo Police Department and zombies are piling in. What it needs to be, absolutely, is you should be able to go on the streets. You should be able to find those zombies. It should be interactive, and it would be really cool just to have that as ability. I don't know what Dalbo's outpost attack would be like. I want him to pile in the zombies. I don't want it to be like I don't want it to just be kind of puny and just be like, oh, there's a few zombies here and there. There needs to be loads of them. I don't know how he's going to optimize it, because I've had a few performance problems with a lot of zombies in the room, especially flaming zombies. But if he can optimize that so there's loads of zombies on the screen, even bosses even, mate, that would be so cool. Greywood would be insane with outpost attacks. And being on the roof as well would be really cool. Just in the general interior changes would be really cool. I don't know. But the fact that he's literally just flat out said, I am now working on it, which, that's good news. And we can now officially confirm, I don't know if it'll last, I don't know how his motivation works. It's a bit awkward. I have motivation problems as well, but I'm praying that it'll stick with him for this now that we're giving him support and everything. But outpost attacks and the fact that he says he's working on it, that now means it's not cancelled. He's working on it properly. He's actually uncancelled the game. The game is actually getting content in the future, which is great. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. Another thing to note as well is the fact that his it said he'll probably take about a week, at least a week to complete. Obviously, people don't take that as he'll take a week. It might take a little longer. I'd say upwards of 2 to 3 weeks if we're considering what he said there. It could take even longer because he's a single-man developer, and programming all this. I've obviously programmed things in the past. It's not easy. It might take a little bit of time to get right. I'm really happy about these changes, especially the loot, and just generally happy about the state of Differences 2. It's really turned around for the better, and I'm hoping that Neil sees that. And yeah, I'm really positive about it. So I'm buzzing. So I appreciate everyone watching. I'm sorry if it was a little bit rambly here and there. I did try and structure it as best as I could. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. And hell yeah. See you later, guys.